Yo, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chuck. Thank you so much for being here with me on this holiday. Hope you have a day off of work and you have some fun plans with friends or whoever and have a good time. Stay safe. Stay safe. All right. Don't lose a finger. Don't lose a finger. All right. But yeah, guys, happy holiday. Thank you for being here. We have a chill one today. We are going over the items that have returned me the most money in my collection and kind of take a little walk back through the last few years, little history, what we've learned since being invested into the market. So for those who don't know, I got into the hobby really in 2020 during the time when things started getting crazy. All right. It was right before Vivid Voltage came out. That set was coming out, and I was super excited about it. Loved Vivid Voltage at the time. I still have a very soft place in my heart for it. But obviously, there are better sets these days, which is funny to look back on. Chonkachu is like the card, right? Darkness Ablaze Charizard. You know what I mean? Hidden Fates Zards. Like, these were the cards I was looking at. You know, I was pulling Evolving Skies when that came out. Or ripping Evolving Skies when that came out, etc. And for a while, I wasn't even really investing. I was just kind of buying and ripping and sometimes holding and then ripping because I lacked a little bit of discipline. It was a different time, you know what I mean? A little bit. And then eventually I came around, realized, oh, I can actually do both. So these days I mostly invest and I rip pretty much every new set that comes out here and there, nothing too crazy. So yeah, we're going to walk through like my portfolio on the Pokédata portfolio tracker, which isn't fully updated. I realize, in the collector app, it's actually like closer to 22,000 now. When I made my collection video, it was, we were just over 20,000 and, we've picked up some more like prismatic things here and there. So it's a little bit out of date, but for the purposes of this video, it's fine because it's not really applicable. I haven't realized a ton of gains on those anyway, or gotten a bunch of unrealized gains, I should say. So yeah, and another thing too, I'm going live this Sunday, 10:30 in the morning. So get your coffee, just like last week, Eastern time. And we're really close to 2,000 subscribers. I think we're like 40 something away, which is insane. Like, if you told me that a month and a half ago, I would have been like, you're crazy. That would never happen. And here we are. And I can't thank each and every one of you enough. I see a lot of you in the comments over and over coming back to support, and a lot of new people, of course. And I only have you guys to thank. So I really, really appreciate that. And yeah, we'll be doing an opening to celebrate on Sunday. We may not even hit 2,000 yet, but we'll be close enough. I might rip like some prismatic, maybe some Destined Rivals. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be fun. We'll talk market stuff and all of that like usual, but you know, it'll be a little bit of a celebration. It'll be a little bit of a celebration. Quick announcement really fast before we get into the collection video. Today's video is sponsored by PokeNotify. You already know what they're about. A lot of people do, but if you don't somehow, they are a notification service for product that releases. And in today's world, it is so hard to get product. I do not want to go to Walmart. I don't want to go to Target for any reason, but especially to go check and see if they have Pokemon product, for them just to not have any. And so PokeNotify, they bridge the gap for me. I value my time, and I've been using the service since December, I think, at this point. But yesterday, I logged on to work. It was about 9 o'clock. I got a notify that Macy's dropped Destined Rivals, Elite Trainer boxes, and booster bundles. So I got a couple ETBs for retail, free shipping. Very nice. And yeah, I got my confirmation email. Very happy to get product. I'm not worried about it anymore. And, you know, if you're interested in using it, you get a 3-day free trial if you use my code down below, and 25% off your first month. So yeah, give it a shot. Thank you again to PokeNotify for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into the collection. Peace. So the products that have returned the most money, we're going to look at it two different ways. We're going to look at it what the actual highest dollar return is, and then we're going to look at the percentage value because those things are different. But it's no surprise that Evolving Skies has been my portfolio's workhorse. So I probably spent about 9,000 ish on my collection. It's worth about 22,000 since I've been in the hobby, just for reference. Evolving Skies booster boxes, bought a few last year. Was it last year? Yeah, I almost bought classic. I almost bought in December of 2023 at 400, and I was like, oof, I don't know. And then it went up to 700, bought two more because I realized that this is the best set ever made. Hey, my opinion. My opinion. I think it's incredible. And I wanted exposure to it. So I got a couple boxes, picked one up at a card show, traded a lot of my my singles that I have pulled over the last few years before that. So I kind of converted it into Evolving, and here we are. I'm probably break even on the Pokemon hobby at this point because of that, to some or at least partially, which is funny now. But yeah, a couple boxes. Ripped a lot of this when it came out. Ripped a couple boxes. Ripped a lot of single packs. I haven't pulled shit. That's good. I think I'm like the most unlucky ripper of Evolving Skies ever. So I love it and I hate it. I think the best pull by rarity that I've gotten was like the Metacham Altart, which is still painful to this day. And made sure to trade that in for some sealed for Evolving. And then I pulled like the Rainbow Umbreon, like nothing out of an ETB, like nothing crazy at all. I mean, I got destroyed. Booster packs, these are loose. I have 80. And this is from December this past year. Walmart, I was home in a smaller town than where I live, and Walmart released those I forgot what they're called. It's like the Gallade and Giratina tins with 5 packs, Sword and Shield, and it depended on your region, but a lot of them had Evolving Skies, or they had a mixture of like Brilliant Stars and like Fusion, I think. But all of mine had 3 Evolving, 1 Brilliant, 1 Fusion, or 2 Lost Origin. And so and they were $15. So I went to a few Walmarts, got a handful at each, what I could afford. I think I spent probably $600, broke them all down. I have them in my closet, so they're just sitting there. And you know, sometimes when you have a product that's not as ideal, like a loose booster pack, maybe a little bit harder to sell, sometimes you get it for such a good deal that you just have to get them. So this is a case of that. And my average cost was $3.33, which is insane. They're worth 25 now. And that's also true for the fusion packs. There were less of them, so 33. And Lost Origin, which I have 67, and they're not sleeved, but I think this is technically the correct listing. So yeah, pretty crazy. Sitting on them. I've ripped a few of them for sure, for fun. Didn't pull anything. Go figure. But yeah, they're technically not sifted through and not like booster box leftovers. They're like just random packs. So, you know, if somebody believes me, then I might get market if I ever sell them, but I don't plan on selling them anytime soon. They're easy to store. I like looking at them, and I like having them. Fusion Strike, I got a couple boxes at like 180 a couple years ago, and I've just been holding on to it. And at the time, 180 was expensive. Like on Pokemon Center, they were on Pokemon Center. I bought them on eBay because I didn't know that they were cheaper on Pokemon Center. I would have spent 166. I spent 180, which is funny to think back on. You know, when you're new in the hobby, there's so many different places to find product, I guess, especially during that time. Feels like people are a little bit more educated now. They kind of know what's up. TCG Player, eBay, all that. Lost Origin, got one pretty cheap a couple years ago for like 119, and then I got another on Pokemon Center, and that's kind of what I could afford at the time. You know what I mean? Chilling Reign, got a few boxes. Again, probably 200 average cost, and then one box at $400 that I got recently. So has continued to be one of my highest return assets, not from a percentage standpoint, but from just a raw dollar standpoint. Paldea Evolved is insane. I mean, it's just getting higher and higher. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I kind of do. You know, people aren't expecting more of these to be printed. Rip and shipping has kind of destroyed product for the set to some degree. Of course, they're still in products and whatnot, but we're not getting any more boxes as far as we can tell. We'll see, right? We'll see, but it feels like every month that goes by, it's less likely to be the case. And I got a couple of these at like 85 bucks. 80, I think 78 and 85 is what I spent for my 2 boxes. So yeah, they've appreciated quite nicely. I am definitely considering selling one. I think this price is ridiculous. At the same time, I don't need the money. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't mind rolling this over into something like Sword and Shield personally. I think that makes sense. But I'm still kind of weighing my options for some of the Scarlet and Violet product that I have. But not for 151. I have 12 bundles that I've accumulated. Shout out to PokeNotify for giving me the opportunity to get them at retail. So I got all these at retail, 30 bucks. And believe it or not, it's my 6th best performing asset that I have in my collection, which is pretty interesting. Lost Origin packs, PCTBs. You know, we bought a couple in the 200s, but I got 3 others at MSRP. I missed the last drop because I was working and I had a meeting. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's fine. But yeah, have 5 of these now. I feel pretty good with that. Anytime it drops on PC, I'm buying it, boy. I'm buying it. Fusion packs, we already talked about that. Got some ETBs. I mean, look, if I have an opportunity to buy these at MSRP, I won't pick them up. So I have 6. I've ripped a couple. And, I don't really think about them because they're in my basement and they're just kind of there. And I have 6 of them. And if it gets overprinted, it does. But there's a chance that it's not. We'll see. We'll see. I'm talking for ETBs, right? Because what we've seen with Paldea and 151 and other sets is that they haven't made too many ETBs. And there's a lot of demand for this set. It sells all the time. It gets ripped all the time. I'm not saying they're not going to print it into the ground. I'm just saying I have a little bit of exposure that I got at a good price. And for me, my personal strategy, I'm fine holding them. If they drop to MSRP, I don't really care. I don't know if they will, though. If anything, they'll probably go up unless the Pokemon Company releases more, which I'm sure they will. Maybe I'll offload a couple of them or trade them for like a booster box. That's probably the best plan for me. Lost Origin Elite Trainer boxes. Same with the Silver Tempest. I actually got these at last December on Target. You could get these for, it was weird. You could get them, they were 40, right? Retail on the Target's website. But then they had discounts that you could apply because they had an upcoming like 30% off. And then there was like another one. So I got these for like $18. And then I got Silver Tempest for like, I think less than $15 each, which is insane. So I sold off a couple just to lock in a profit to help cover the cost of it, essentially. I kind of regret doing that, but I made money, so it's fine. Yeah. $104.77, got them for $15. Pretty cool. Crown Zenith, Sea and Sky, got these back in August when Sam's Club dropped a bunch. I bought 10 at the time. Sold off a bunch. Wish I hadn't. It is what it is. It's a big product. Have a couple left over. Got them for like 45 bucks. And I'll probably be holding on to Crown Zenith for a while. I'm actually accumulating. I just got another ETB on eBay. And Crown Zenith to me is like one of the best plays you can make right now. So I'm very excited for its future. Fusion Strike Build and Battles. Got these on Pokemon Center in January. They were still in stock. Same with the stadiums. I got a couple of those too. I wish I bought more. Guys, you always are going to wish you bought more, but you just have to make the best decisions you can at the time with what knowledge you have, okay? Hindsight is 2020. Don't ever get too caught up in that. But yeah, I got these. Got 6 and 2. Feel pretty good about them. Just sitting on them, just sitting on them. I have now one Silver Tempest box. I sold one a few months ago. I think I got like 300 for it or something like that. I don't exactly remember. I'd have to go look. But yeah, it was about that. Now I only have one, and I'd be willing to buy more. So, you know, sometimes you take a profit, want to reinvest it. I think I'd rather reinvest it into something like Crown Zenith, though. But if I find a good deal on a booster box, I'm going to buy it. You know, it just depends on where we're at in the market. You know what I mean? Twilight Masquerade, only one box. Got it for $119, and it is almost $300. That's insane. This is one I'm considering selling. Absolutely. I know a lot of people will disagree. I know a lot of people will be upset. But a $300 booster box for a box that is barely over a year old is crazy to me. Crazy to me. And a set that's not even that good. I mean, the Greninja is a big chase card. That is a big factor. It's part of the reason why I've kept it. But, you know, we'll see. It's one box, right? I might just hold on to it. Paradox, I got all of these at a good price. I got two recently for like 183, and then I got my third one I got back in like December. I paid $90 for it on Facebook, so I'm holding on to them. I ain't too worried about it. I think it's decent value. Good price. I'll hold on to it and maybe sell one at some point down the road. Evolving Skies ETB. $165 is what I paid back in November, I believe. Not too bad. Not too bad. And then these are my my worst performing pickups, but really it's everything that's new that I've gotten. So Paladin Fates, paid $53 for it. I kind of forgot I owned it. I just put it in a box and then remembered that I had it. I bought it with the intention of like maybe opening it, and people were buying them at the time. I got it back in December, I think. $53. I'm holding on to it. I would definitely consider selling this. It seems crazy to me. But for now, I'm going to hold on to it at least through the rest of the year, I think. Got some Journey Together PCTPs. Technically got four. I sold one for like 160 because I was like, surely this is going to drop. So I sold one. One of them got super beat up in transit, and there was like nothing the Pokemon Company could do or claim that they could do. So I ended up just opening it. I mean, it was completely thrashed, like holes in it, everything. I opened it, and then the other two were fine. So I have two that I got for MSRP. And then same thing, a couple of Journey Together booster boxes. I had the opportunity to buy them. I bought them in December, paid for them in March when they shipped, and I have them at MSRP. I'm happy to just sit on them because I like a little bit of each, you know what I mean? And then recently, PokeNotify. Shout out to PokeNotify. Got some Legendary Warriors boxes on Walmart for like $68. And only one of them has a Fusion Strike pack in it. The rest are like Sword and Shield, Brilliant, Silver Tempest. But for me, happy to have it for sure. Infernape, Target, $19.99. Got 6 of them. I buy Sword and Shield and MSRP. That's what I do. I'm just going to do it if I have the opportunity. Got this on Facebook, Astral Radiance ETB for $30. Surging Sparks 183 is part of that deal with the two Paradox boxes from Safari Zone. And then I found a couple ETBs at my Walmart and I bought them because I was like, I'll probably rip them in the future. So I still have them. Not really an investment, more of like a thing that I'll rip on my channel at some point. You know, whatever. Astral Radiance Build and Battle Box. And by the way, I haven't found any more at my stores. Pretty crazy. Astral Radiance boxes, Build and Battle boxes. I got these because there was a drop on the Pokemon company's website where if you spent, they had like 2-pack prismatic blisters. They were $9.99. So you needed to add something to qualify for free shipping because you needed $20 to qualify. And there were still Astral Radiance Build and Battle boxes, so I added those. Sold off the 2-pack blisters to a friend, and now I just have these 3. So I feel like that was worth it. And then I got a poster recently at Walmart. So I think it's missing some of my Costco things, some Crown Zenith that I bought, but maybe like, you know, $2,000 worth of value. So I'll make sure to get that uploaded. But I do want to look at, you know, this is total value return. I want to look at percentage return. That's what I want to see, the difference. Yeah, so my packs are actually by far my highest return. But I haven't made more money from it technically. I mean, I haven't sold, but you get what I'm saying. The Evolving Skies is the highest like dollar return, which is interesting. Elite Trainer boxes, right? Guys, like good sets at a good price, hold them, you're good to go. A lot of it is Sword and Shield, clearly, as you can see. Fusion Strike boxes, those have gone up crazy amounts, done very well. Paldea Evolved is my number 5 investment, which is insane. Yeah. And then, you know, Fusion, Crown Zenith, Paldean Fates, you know, number 8 percentage return. That's crazy. Ahead of my Lost Origin boxes. Like, I mean, who would have thought? Who would have thought in December that if you bought Paldean Fates at MSRP, you would have had a higher return than Lost Origin being purchased a year before that? That is the market that we're in. Can you believe it? I can't. Astral, good price, $30, never going to lose on that, right? And then everything else. Evolving Skies boxes all the way down here, 168%, right? But my highest dollar return. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I could have put this money into, I don't know, Paldean Fates ETBs and made more money, but I want exposure to the best set of all time. I love Evolving Skies. Personally, I have them on my desk. I look at them every day. And yeah, less chances to get those. You know what I mean? Twilight, Silver. Let's see what the worst one is. It's probably something new. Yeah, Surging Sparks. I mean, it makes sense, right? Journey Together. Paradox Rift. You know, again, new purchases. Pokemon Center ETBs. Technically one of my worst investments because I bought a couple over $200. And, you know, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. So, yeah, I have 5. I imagine that will change over the next few years. I do. Chilling Rain. Oh, 59%. Yeah, $200 and then $400. It's only gone up a bit. Pretty crazy stuff. So yeah, new. You know, I shield Chilling Rain, but again, it continues to be the set that's not performing as well as things like Fusion and Lost Origin. So it is what it is, but I got them at a decent price. It's fine. Sometimes you got to take what you can get when you're looking on Facebook. And if I see a good deal pop up, I'm going to buy it and know that I'll be in the market for a while. So yeah, sorry it's missing a few things, but I promise it'll be updated. So it's probably 22,000 now. Probably spent a little over 9K so far the past few years. And yeah, plans continuing to buy Crown Zenith and 151 at MSRP if I can, which I thought I was going to be able to this summer, but so far hasn't really happened. We'll see, right? We'll see. Blooming Waters is coming. I am planning on getting locking up a Charizard UPC this weekend. And the seller seems pretty cool, like a normal person, 285. I know it's gone up like $10. So I don't think they're going to screw me over on that. Another seller actually did. They were like, yeah, sorry, brother, can't sell it no more. Went up $10. And I was like, okay. He just took off the listing as I was about to leave to come pick it up. So it is what it is, but I'll let you guys know on Saturday if I get that, or I guess on Sunday during the stream. But yeah, guys, almost 2K. If you have made it this far and you've enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing. It helps me out a lot. I'm almost at 2,000. Liking helps out with the algo quite a bit. I understand if you're a lurker and you don't want to do it. Man, no sweat, brother. No sweat. But yeah, guys, enjoy your holiday weekend. I will see you soon in the next one. And just wanted to take a little trip down memory lane. Because a lot of you have questions about what I have. So this is pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll always be transparent about what I'm actually purchasing with you guys. Right now it's Sword and Shield. And good Scarlet and Violet and MSRP. All right. Don't lose a finger. Don't lose an eye. Be responsible. All right. I'm doing a 9 hot dog, 9 beer challenge. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not a big drinker. Yeah, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I'm rambling. Peace.